Hello students, welcome to Absolute Classes of English. And today in this video I am going to explain you active and passive voice. And in this video I would give you some short tricks so that you can change the voice of a sentence from active and passive voice. And these tricks are very simple. And you can, if you repeat these lessons, these notes explained in this video, certainly you will be very perfect in changing a sentence from active and passive voice. So let's start active and passive voice. So let's start from voice, active and passive. So first of all, I would like to explain you what is an active voice. An active voice, when we write any sentence in active voice, actually when we want to emphasize the doer of an action. Doer means subject, doer of action. For example, in this sentence, she is the doer. She is the doer of this sentence. So if you want to emphasize the doer, we will say that she told a story. This is active voice. While in passive voice, when we are making a passive voice, that is when we want to emphasize the object or event. So the same sentence will be transformed into a story was told by her. So here a story is the object. So in this sentence we want to emphasize a story, so we have written this in passive voice, while in the above sentence we have emphasized the doer, she. So that's why we have written it in active voice. And there is also a note, when we want to change from active voice to passive voice, we should remember that the verb should be transitive verb. The verb should be transitive. Transitive verb means the verb should have its object. The verb should have its receiver. So there should be a receiver of action. Only then we can change an active voice into passive voice. So these are some tips. And now we will tell you the structure. So now I am explaining you the structure of active voice. So what is the structure of active voice? Structure of active voice is we use subject or doer of action in the beginning of a sentence. Subject or doer of an action is used in the beginning. Then we use helping verb and main verb. Whatever helping verb and main verb there is according to the tense. And then finally we use the object. Object is receiver of action. So this is the structure of active voice. We use subject or doer in the beginning and object is used in the ending of the sentence. So now we are going to explain you the structure of passive voice. Structure of passive voice. What is the difference? You must note down what is the difference between the structure of active voice and structure of passive voice. In the structure of passive voice, you can see that we have used object or receiver of action in the beginning of sentence. We have used object receiver of the action in the beginning of the sentence, and then we are using be verb. What are be verb? We will explain you later. And then we use main verb third. In every passive voice we use main verb, third form of the main verb. Third form of the main verb is called past participle. So we use past participle form of the main verb. And then we use by, and after by we use subject, that is actually the doer of action. So this is the difference. So basic difference between active and passive is in active voice we use subject or doer of action in the beginning of sentence and object in the ending of the sentence. While in passive voice we use object or receiver of action in the beginning and doer or subject of action is used in the ending of the subject. This is actually the use of be verb in the passive voice. When we are changing an active voice into passive voice, we are using actually be verb. So what are these be verbs? I am going to explain you. So be verb are actually is, am, are, which are used in present tense. Is, am, are, was, were, be itself, and being is also the form of be verb, and been. So these are the form of be verb. Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, and been. Is, am, are is used in the present tense. Is, am, are used in the present tense, and was, were used in the past tense, and be form of the be verb used in future tense. And being is used in continuous tense, and been is used in perfect tense. So how we will use these be verbs while changing an active sentence into passive voice, and we will explain you. So actually this is the magic of be verb, that we can change this active sentence into passive sentence. So let's start how active sentence is changed into passive voice. So we are beginning from present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense. So how is the use of be verb? Is, am, are, which is actually the be verb of present tense. How we are using this be verb, is, am, are in passive sentence. So for example, there is a sentence before you. The sentence is, she tells a story. She tells a story. This is actually an active voice. Sentence in active voice, because we are using the doer she in the beginning and a story, which is the object, in the ending of the sentence. And now we are explaining that how we will change this active into passive. Since this is present indefinite tense, so there is be verb, is, am, are. So for story, the word object, it will be used in the beginning of the sentence, a story, and the be verb will be used, is, am, are is the be verb which is used in the present indefinite tense. And tells, the third form of the tell is told. The past participle form of tell is told. And by, we will use by, and then we will use her. So the sentence is, a story is told by her. This is passive sentence. And the be verb which we have used is. Similarly, in the next sentence, this is a sentence from past indefinite tense. Which tense? Past indefinite tense. And we will use be verb, was or were. So for example, the example is, she told a story. She told a story. This is active sentence. And when we will change this active sentence into passive, then we will use a story, that is object, in the beginning. So be verb of the past is was. So the sentence will be, a story was told by her. That is passive sentence. Similarly, now in next sentence, this is future indefinite tense. Future indefinite tense, and the be verb is be itself. The sentence is, she will tell a story. She will tell a story. So we will change this active into passive by using be verb. So the sentence will be, a story will be told by her. Story will be told by her. So in this form we have used is with present indefinite, was with past indefinite, and be with future indefinite. And now present continuous tense. In present continuous tense we are using is, am, are plus being. Is, am, are plus being. For example, she is telling a story. She is telling a story. This is active. And when we will change this into passive, the sentence will be, a story is being told by her. So the structure is being. So we are using be form, is being. So this is, a story is being told by her. This is passive voice. Now next sentence is from past continuous tense. Past continuous tense, the be verb will be used in passive, was, were plus being. Was, were plus being. Was, were denotes past and being denotes continuous. So we will use was, were plus being while changing an active into passive voice if the sentence is from past continuous tense. So for example, the sentence is, she was telling a story. She was telling a story. This is active. And when we will change this active of past continuous tense into passive, it will be, a story was being told by her. Was being told. Was being told by her. This is passive. And now future continuous tense. This future continuous tense, for example, she will be telling a story. This is active. But this future continuous tense cannot be changed into passive. There is an exception. Future continuous tense cannot be changed into passive voice. So now next sentence is from present perfect tense. In present perfect tense we are using be verb being. We are using been. Been with has or have. So for example, let's see the example. The example is, she has told a story. She has told a story. When we will change into passive voice, there is already has told. We will change, a story has been told. A story has been told by her. So we are adding been. Been is also a form of be verb. All the things are similar when we are changing an active into passive. What are the similar things? Common things. Common things are that we are using the doer of an action in the beginning of sentence and object, the receiver of action, in the ending of sentence. And another common thing is we are using main verb third, that is past participle form of the verb. And there is only change of be verb. So which I am highlighting here, change of be verb. For example, next example from past perfect tense. If there is a past perfect tense, for example, she had told a story. She had told a story. This is active. So when we change into passive, it will be a story had been told. So this will be been. So we are adding be form of the verb been here. All the things are the same. Doer is used in the beginning and object is used in the ending if it is active. And if it is passive, we are using object in the beginning. Object is a story. And main verb third form we are using, and we are using by, and then we are using doer or subject. The only thing is that which we should keep in mind, which be form of the verb is used. Be form of the verb. You must focus on be form of the verb while changing an active into passive. So let's move to next example. This is from future perfect tense. For example, future perfect tense, this is she will have told a story. She will have told a story. So we will use here been when we are changing into passive. So this will be a story will have been told. Story will have been told by her. All the things are the same. We are using object in the beginning. We are using third form of the main verb, and we are using receiver of action in the ending of the sentence. The only thing we are changing is be form of the verb according to the tense. So you must focus on be form of the verb used in the passive voice. So now these are the examples from present perfect tenses, present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense, all present perfect continuous tense, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense cannot be changed into passive, though we can write them in active voice. For example, we can write them in active voice. She has been telling a story since morning. This is active of present perfect continuous tense, but it cannot be changed into passive form. And next example from past perfect continuous tense, she had been telling a story since morning. Had been telling. This is active, but cannot be changed into passive voice. And the next example from future perfect continuous tense, she will have been telling a story since morning. Will have been telling a story since morning. So this can also be future perfect continuous can also cannot be changed into passive voice. So in this way we can actually change only 8 structures, 8 tenses into passive voice. All present perfect continuous tenses, all perfect continuous tense, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect, and future perfect continuous tense cannot be changed into passive voice. Similarly, future continuous tense cannot be changed into passive voice. So 4 tenses cannot be changed into passive voice. So now this is a recapitulation of active and passive voice for you. This is actually very important for you to understand these structures in this recapitulation. So I am again repeating all these things which we are using, the structure mainly which we are using in passive voice. For example, we are using be verb. This is actually be verb, is, am, are, be verb. Main verb third form is common in all passive voice, you must remember. So what we are changing, common thing is that we are using subject in the beginning, which is called doer in the beginning, and object in the ending of the sentence. And the common thing is that we are also using main verb third form. The thing which we is actually changing, I am highlighting, is am, are, be form of the verb is am, are plus main verb third. This structure we are using in present indefinite tense. And was, were plus main verb third, this is be verb. Was, were is also be verb. We are using past indefinite tense. And similarly we are using be form, be with will or shall plus be in future indefinite tense. All the things common, you must remember. Common things, subject in the beginning, object in the ending, and main verb third form. So what we are changing is am, are, be verb in present indefinite tense, was, were in past indefinite, this is also be verb, and be itself with will or shall in future indefinite, and is MR for present and being for continuous, that is present continuous. So if the sentence is present continuous, we will use is MR plus being in present continuous tense. If the sentence is past continuous, we will use was were plus being in past continuous tense. All the things remain common. And similarly, we use been, which is also the form of be, with has or have plus been in present perfect tense. And had been is actually the form of be verb. So had been in past perfect, and will shall plus have been in future perfect. So this is actually all the use of be form in different passive voice. Is MR in present indefinite, was were in past indefinite, be itself with will or shall in future indefinite, is MR plus being in present continuous, was were plus being in past continuous, and been with has or have in present perfect, been with had in past perfect, and been with will or shall have in future perfect. So in this way you can change an active sentence into passive. So these are very easy tricks, and if you make practice like this, you can be very perfect in changing a sentence from active to passive. I hope that you would have liked this video and you can very easily understand how we can change an active into passive voice. And like and share this video and subscribe my channel Absolute Classes of English. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.